Jimmy, you can start.
Patience is not the ability to wait. Patience is to be calm, no matter what happens. Constantly take action to turn into positive growth opportunities and have faith to believe that it will all work out in the end while you are waiting. Very good morning, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests. I, Jamie Rongley, Sergeant at Arms, welcome you all to direct your patience up to opportunities in this 370th meeting of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. The mission of Toastmasters is to provide a supportive and positive learning experience in which members are empowered to deliver communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Like any other meeting, we do have certain guidelines to be followed during this meeting proceedings. Kindly refrain from speaking on any taboo topics such as sex, religion, and politics. Please keep your mobile phones on silent mode and ensure that you are away from any noise-making devices so that it doesn't distract the speakers and role players during this meeting. When called upon, you can enable your audio and video, and for the rest of the period, it's completely your choice. You should be on mute, but you can keep your videos on if at all you wish to. Now, without any further delay, I would like to hand over the meeting control to our presiding officer, who is a very passionate leader, who always motivates every individual in the club to learn, to grow, to make opportunities to grow. Patience is something that we all know will yield us to results. And that's what we have seen in this leader. He has been patient enough to drive his Toastmasters journey for more than a decade. And he has earned himself a leadership position throughout his journey. Today, it's a great pleasure for me to welcome our president of the club, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jimmy. A very good morning to everyone who's present here today for Thoughtware Toastmasters Club meeting number 370. Couple of quick announcements before we get into the meeting proceedings. One is that all of you would be aware that we have our contest coming up, which is the international speech contest and the table topic contest. So I would request all club members to, it's not about winning or losing, it's about just enjoying the journey at point of time, because contests are a means of going on stage and giving your best. Speeches is something that we do in a club week over week. Contest is a reinforcement of that journey. Look at international speech contest as something that you're
I'm so sorry, Satish Menon. Actually losing you. We're not able to hear you.
delivering a speech. Look at table topics as an opportunity to give a table topics at a club. What that does is it definitely improves the confidence. Yeah. Yes, the signal is weak.
I think Satish got dropped off because of some network issues. So I think we can proceed with the meeting proceedings. Toastmaster Girish. Fine. As per our agenda, the next item in our thing is like reading out the previous minutes of meeting. So let me, as a club secretary, let me chart down the minutes of meeting number 369 of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters. So this is the minutes of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club meeting number 369 held on February 10, 2024 with Toastmaster Girish presiding. The members present were Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, Toastmaster Girish, Toastmaster Soundarajan, Toastmaster Hari, Toastmaster Jenny, Toastmaster Rajeshwari, Toastmaster Raja Balaji, Toastmaster Karpagalakshmi, Guest Toastmaster Vivekanandan, Guest Toastmaster Prabhakar, Guest Toastmaster Livy, and Guest Niveda. The members absent were Toastmaster Tanu, Toastmaster Akshaya, Toastmaster Kaveri, Toastmaster Satish, Toastmaster Ranjit, Toastmaster Nandita, and Distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. The meeting started by the SAA Toastmaster Jemmy at 9:32 a.m. Presiding officer Toastmaster Girish started the meeting, stated asking who are our inspiration and quoted certain Tirkural for the same. The secretary presented the MOM for the previous meeting number 368. The guest introduction received from guest Toastmaster Prabhakar, guest Toastmaster Vivekanandan, and guest Toastmaster Lily. The role players of the meeting were Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Raja Balaji, Table Topics Master, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Rajeshwari, Evaluators, Toastmaster Lily Priyadarshini, and Toastmaster Jemi Romani, Grammarian Toastmaster Hari Krishna with the word of the day tenacious, idiom of the day, break a leg. Our counter, Toastmaster Karpagalakshmi, and timer, Toastmaster Girish. Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Raja Balaji, started the session explaining the theme, Stoicism and various stages of Stoa. Report speeches were presented by Toastmaster Vivekanandan on the title Life is a Journey under the Pathway Leadership Development. Toastmaster Prabhakar on the title Look and You Shall Find It under the Pathway Presentation Mastery. Table topics questions were presented. Guest Toastmaster Lily expressed thoughts on topic, are you good at resisting temptation? What is your weak point? Toastmaster Karpagalakshmi on topic, have you ever lost self-control and when? Guest Niveda expressed thoughts on topic, do you have trouble to say no? Guest Toastmaster Prabhakar expressed on topic, what does your ideal day look like? Toastmaster Rajeshwari expressed thoughts on topic, have you ever controlled the uncontrollables? And Toastmaster Girish on topic, I want to be the next what? Speech evaluations were presented by Toastmaster Lily Priyadarshini, evaluating the speech by Toastmaster Vivekanandan. The recommendations given where the camera angle needs to be adjusted, ask more questions to audience to enable interaction, improve more of vocal variety. Toastmaster Jemi Romani evaluated the speech by Toastmaster Prabhakar, and the recommendation given were work more on pauses. Tag team report was received by the general evaluator, and the general evaluator evaluated the overall meeting. Recommendations given were theme by the Toastmaster of the day was unique. Table topics questions were interesting. Recommendations were grammarian can add word clauses. Agenda can have word of the day and idiom of the day. Members can have their video on. Timer can give alert in between segments as well. Guest feedback was received from the guest Nivoda, guest Toastmaster Prabhakar, guest Toastmaster Lily, and guest Toastmaster Vivekananda. Club awards were presented as per the poll. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Jimmy. Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Girish. Best speaker, Toastmaster Prabhakar. Guest role player, the Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari, the table topics master, and best auxiliary role player, Toastmaster Hari Krishna, the grammarian. The meeting adjourned at 11:18 a.m. That is all for the minutes, and our presiding officer is back. Over to distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma, for the detailed meeting minutes of meeting number 369. I'm traveling on a train, and that's the reason sometimes the signal might drop, because this is passing through a hilly area. So coming back to where I left off in between, you see, it is the contest season, so I request every club member to contest, just for the pure joy of contesting, speaking in front of an unknown audience, and also talking about your experiences on what it feels to stand in front of an unknown audience and speak. We do speak at clubs every week, but then this is a reinforcement of what all we learn at the club by giving our speeches. It's, as I said, it's not about winning or losing, but it's more about seeing that, just enjoying the Toastmaster experience. Now, who knows? If you win, you automatically get promoted to the next level. Who did not expect anything. They just went and contested, and lo and behold, they got crowned as the district champion. It's all about having that passion and having the joy and having the feeling that I can do it when you go and stand and speak on stage. And the best thing with international speech contests is it could be any kind of speech. It could be humorous, it could be inspirational, it could be your experiences, anything. So that's what it's called international. Only thing is it has to have an underlining message at the end of it. And table topics is table topics. What we do at the club, you will do in a contest. It's no different. Here also you get a topic. Not aware of. There also you will get a topic which you are not aware of. So it's that simple. So I would request you start from March onwards. All of us
Sorry for the interruption, Satish. We are not able to hear you
Yeah.
clearly. Sorry. I think there could be some kind of technical glitch and part of Satish journey actually. Hello, Satish, are you back? I mean, we were not able to hear you clearly. Okay. With this actually, we will move on to the guest introduction. So today we have a wonderful set of guests who are attending our meeting today. So first we have Toastmaster Trivendran Shivaprakash. So Toastmaster Trivendran Shivaprakash, could you please step forward and introduce yourself to our club members today?
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you are.
Yes.
Yes,
My
yes.
name is Trivendran Sivaprakash. I'm from the Willow Toastmasters Club. I think this is my first time participating in another Toastmasters Club other than my own, and in online mode as well. I really look forward to the entire meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trivendran. So you're from which club?
Willow Toastmasters Club. I think Toastmaster
Okay.
Kaushik is also here, right? I think we are in the same club.
Oh, superb. Okay, then we will call next to Toastmaster Kaushik to introduce yourself, to our club members.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gesh. My name is Kaushik Sridhar. This is the second time I'm at Thoughtware Toastmasters Club, and I'm happy to be back. I was actually looking forward to a position here. And as Triveden said, I'm from Bellu Toastmasters Club. And I think people at our club are hurrying to finish their level 2 so that we can contest, as distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon was saying. So I'm sure I'll have a good time here. Thanks for having both of us. Yeah. Over to you, Toastmaster Girish.
All the best to both of your, Toastmaster Trivendran and Kaushik for their upcoming contest. Then we have Toastmaster Priya as a guest today. So, are you a Toastmaster or new to this fraternity, Priya? Could you please step forward and introduce yourself?
Yes, Girish. Good morning, everyone. I'm Priya. Currently, I'm living in Bangalore. Actually, I was a part of Toastmasters journey for a while in a Trichy Toastmasters club. So due to time constraint, I'm not able to continue further. So now I'm planning to start again the Toastmasters journey. So this is the first meeting into a Thoughtware Toastmasters club. So looking forward to attend more meetings. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Priya, for visiting our club today. And we have Niveda, guest Niveda, and guest Niveda is going to, turn as our club member in the near future. So we will hear from guest Niveda today. So Niveda, could could you please step forward and introduce yourself?
I think Nivedha got dropped off.
Okay, fine. Okay, with this, we will move on to our meeting number 370. With this, I hand over the control to the Toastmaster of the day.
She joined again. Nivedha joined again.
Okay. So, Nivedha, could you please step forward and introduce yourself to our club members and the guests who have present today?
Yes, yes. So most of you know me, like I'm Nivedha. I'm from Salem, and I am a trainer. So I just want to improve my public speaking skills. So I'm here.
Thank you
Yes.
so much, Nivedha. So you are on the right platform where you can really improve your communication skill in the Toastmasters journey. Thank you so much. With this, we will move on to the meeting number 370. So to host this session, we have a person called the Toastmaster of the day. And today's Toastmaster of the day is is a wonderful person, I could say, who I could always rely on. See, today our meeting, even I was not able to, actively participate because I was been traveling here and there, and we were having like a lot of things. But when I asked her, actually, she was the one who prepared the agenda today. She was the one, who took up the roles really being seriously, and who's going to double up today, taking more than one role for the day. And she's such a sweet person, supportive person, and also a lot of uh, inspiration that you can really find from her, because she is an author, she is a teacher, uh, she is a dancer, and she is an avid reader, I could say, because she has read more than 700 books in a year, actually. So they're like a lot of inspiration that you can really find from her. She's none other than uh, a Toastmaster from our own club, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. So, with a big round of applause, let us welcome the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dinesh, for your wonderful introduction. So, good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So, for the benefit of guests, let me explain how this Toastmaster meeting happens. Generally, Toastmaster meetings have three important segments. Number one is called the prepared speech segment, where registered Toastmasters will come and give a speech on a duration of 5 to 7 minutes based on their pathways in which they have enrolled. The second segment is called a table topic segment, where guests can also participate, and wonderful opportunity for the guest, where we will be giving a question or a quote or a thought or something of the sort, and you have to tell what you have in your mind for 1 minute or two. And the third section is the most important and valued section of Toastmasters, which is called as the evaluation section. Nowadays, getting a good evaluation, a honest feedback has become very rare. And Toastmasters is giving that honest evaluation. You will be getting a good evaluation on how you did the meeting, both qualitatively as well as quantitatively. Overall, how you did with respect to time, how you did, how many filler clutch words you used, how was your grammar, everything. You will get a good evaluation and feedback for you to improve to the next level. So that is the overall understanding of how a Toastmasters meeting will run. Now let us get into our theme. Many of you would have seen the theme in the poster, which is called as instant gratification. This is one of my favorite topics. I just want to start the meeting with one interesting experiment I read. In 1960s, which is not recently, almost like 150 years or more back, in 1960s, a Stanford professor conducted an important psychological study where he took almost like hundreds of children, they made to sit individually in separate rooms. Most of them are around 4 to 5 years old. They were told that it was called as the marshmallow experiment. They were told that they have kept one marshmallow in front of them. Marshmallow is kind of a candy they have there. So they kept it one candy in front of them. They said, you should not eat this for 15 minutes. If you don't eat this for 15 minutes, you will get 2 candies. And they left the room. And they were watching the footage, what the children were doing. Some kids, once the researcher had gone out of the room, they jumped immediately and they ate that candy. Others, they wiggled, bounced, looked around. They were kind of little bit restless, but they were able to control their temptation. Some were able to control the temptation a few minutes, but eventually gave in. But only a few children were able to manage the entire time. This experiment was published in 1972, but that is not the end. There was a great twist why this marshmallow experiment was famous, and that interesting part came almost like 20 years later. Before getting into that, let me tell about our meeting. Like this meeting, we said there are a lot of segments and everything. Of course, we need people to run those segments, right? So for that, we have a great person who is going to lead the people's group of people to do the evaluation, who's called as the general evaluator for today. The general evaluator, I can say like one of the backbone of our club, Toastmaster Girish. So Toastmaster Girish, let me give you a podium to you as a general evaluator to explain your role as well as your team members' role and introduce them to the meeting. Over to Toastmaster Girish.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Maheshwari. So as you all said, like the general evaluation. So who's going to evaluate the entire segment? So that is one of my duty today. And it is not about judging the people. It is all about, understanding the things and providing a productive feedback so that people can learn and they can develop their potential going forward. So that is my duty today. And I'm not here alone to do this. I have a team called the TAC team. T stands for timer, A stands for R counter, and G stands for grammarian, who will be helping me, supporting me in providing their reports. On top of it, I'll be providing my overall report for the entire meeting. So without any delay, let me first call upon the timer for today's meeting. So we all know like time is one of the important quality. So how important time, once we skip time, we cannot get it back. So to provide that importance, we have one of the important member from our own club who has been very active, enthusiastic, because when you say like time, you have to be active, you have to run along with it. So such an enthusiastic and an active Toastmaster from Thoughtware Toastmasters Club is doing the role of timer today is none other than Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Toastmaster Raja Balaji, could you please step forward and introduce yourself and also like the role of timer that you have been that you are about to perform today?
Thank you, General Evaluator. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Very good morning, fellow Toastmaster and distinguished guests. I'm Toastmaster Raja Balaji, your timer for this meeting. The purpose of the timer is to note the timings of formal speech, prepared speech, table topics, and evaluation. Coming to prepared speech, given time limit is 5 to 7 minutes. At 5 minutes, I will show green card at my background, and I will show yellow card at 6 minutes, and I will show red card at 7 minutes. Coming to table topics, given time is 1 to 2 minutes. At 1 minute, I will show green. At 1 minute 30 seconds, I will show yellow, and 2 minutes, I will show red. For evaluation, given time is 3 minutes. At 2 minutes, I will show green. At 2 minutes 30 seconds, I will show yellow, and at 3 minutes, I will show red. And also, you have 30 seconds grace period. You can use that time wisely. And I will present my report when called upon by General Evaluator. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Next, we will move on to the R counter. And today's R counter is one of the special person of our club because he's none other than the president of our club. And for the people who do not know about him, I'll just tell like he's not only being the president of our club, he's also president of another club, Wake Up Chennai Toastmasters Club. Also, he has raised ranks in this district as an president, distinguished area director, division director, and also the district director of D120. Is none other than our distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon. So, distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, could you please step forward and explain the roles of an R counter today?
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. My role as the R counter in today's meeting is to look for filler words that are used by speakers when they speak, like you, so, like, etc. I would also look for any phrases or sentences or words that speakers repeat in their speeches. I will submit my report towards the end of the meeting when called upon by the general evaluator. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, the distinguished Toastmaster, Satish Menon. Next, we have one of the most important member, because when people come here, they say like they want to improve their communication skill. So one of the basics said that you can improve your communication skill is to speak with a good grammar. So thereby here we have the grammarian who will help us, to correct our grammatical mistakes and to improve our grammar in this language. And it has been performed by one of the enthusiastic Toastmaster, I would say, because she is just looking for the opportunities where exactly the opportunities could be there. She is just filling and she's trying to improve herself. She used to learn in every given opportunity, none other than Toastmaster Rajeshwari. So Toastmaster Rajeshwari, could you please step forward and explain the role of the grammarian?
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. Good morning, Toastmaster and guests. As grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will take note of any improper language, as well as any outstanding words, quotes, sayings, or thoughts. As grammarian, it is my duty to introduce the word of the day and idiom of the day. For today's meeting, the word is satori, which means sudden enlightenment. Example for using this word is the road that leads to satori. And idiom of the day is kill two birds with one stone, which means achieving two things with one action. Examples using this idiom of the day is, through the Toastmasters Club, I get better at leadership and communication. By the way, I kill two birds with one stone. And one more example is cooking and working at the same time used to be killing two birds with one stone. I will give the grammarian's report when called upon during the meeting, and also report on the usage of word of the day and idiom of the day. Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. And one small suggestion, that there are some glitches when you are speaking. So we request, to sit in a place where you will be getting a good signal, so that there will not be any kind of disturbances. Just a small suggestion.
Sure.
With this, I hand over the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, and we will provide the report when called again. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish, for you and your team's wonderful introduction. So now back to our theme of the day. So we all know this, we are recently hearing this instant gratification in many places. Why we are talking about this? Why we don't want to have an instant gratification? Why we want to have a delayed gratification? But first of all, why we are getting caved to instant gratification? What is the reason? You will be surprised to know that we are all wired in a way in our DNA that we should have instant gratification. Surprised, right? Because our caveman DNA always have a battle of this present and future. How whatever you have now, we don't know what the future holds on for us. And that is why, by default, we go for instant gratification. Instant gratification is something like, I want something now itself. I don't want to wait. That is what instant gratification is. And the opposite of it is called delayed gratification, where I can wait for the future so that I can have a big win. And highest achievers always know that the future will win. And who succumb to gratifying for immediate need, they can have the present victory, but not a sustaining long-term victory. This instant gratification is rooted in ourselves for survival. We like to survive from the basic needs of survival. There are 5 levels of needs as per the famous psychologist Maslow. The very first need we have is food and drink, and then we go for safety, and then love, and then success, and finally the self-actualization. And each and every level, humans are wired to get these things immediately. I don't want to wait. But this instant gratification is something like we are just simply seeking pleasure over pain, which the psychologist Freud is saying on the pleasure principle. So we are doing what we are programmed to do. We were not able to cave in or we are not able to go for delayed gratification. So what can we do for that? How can we practice delayed gratification? We'll see that in our upcoming meeting. But before that, let us go into our very first segment called Prepared Speech segment. In this, we have two beautiful speeches today. The very first speech is by Toastmaster Trivedan. So before calling Toastmaster Trivedan, let me call upon his evaluator, who is also doing a double role today, Toastmaster Girish. So let me call Toastmaster Girish to explain the objectives of Toastmaster Trivedan's speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Maheshwari. So today my target speaker, Toastmaster Trivedan, is attempting a speech from the pathway, presentation mastery. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice using vocal variety or body language to enhance a speech. Yes, it is to introduction to vocal variety and body language. And the time limit for the speech is 5 to 7 minutes. So timer, please note, at the end of 5th minute, you have to show the green card. And at the 6th minute, you have to show the yellow card. And at the end of 7th minute, you have to show the red card. And with this, I hand over the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, and all the best to my target speaker, Toastmaster Trivedan.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. So Toastmaster Trivedan is attempting level 1 project 3 on introduction to vocal variety and body language. So the podium is yours, Toastmaster Trivedan. Toastmaster Trivedan, planned obsolescence. Planned obsolescence, Toastmaster Trivedan. I hope I said the title right.
That was correct. Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. Shall I start now? Okay.
Yes, please.
Planned obsolescence. This is a term that I don't think many of us would have ever heard of before, isn't it? It's not something that you encounter very frequently. Even in fact, speaking of it, in fact, I myself didn't know about the term like around 3 months back. See, I'll just tell you how I got to know about this with a short story. See, I had a laptop. It was HP, very sleek, very black, very beautiful, and it had touchscreen as well. It cost everything in my pocket completely, and I bought it like 1.5 years back. Overall, it seemed to be working very, very fine. Except one fine morning, suddenly, it stopped working. I didn't know what happened. When I opened it and I checked, it states that the battery had gone down. I tried connecting it with a charger. It didn't work. I tried multitudes of other options. It failed to work. And I was actually devastated and I was sad. This thing was, I bought this laptop just a year and a half back. How could it just go out so soon? So when I went to the dealer and I gave him this, what he told me was that the battery had gone off. It was broken. And you had to replace the entire battery set. You see, the warranty, when I offered him the warranty, they were saying that the warranty was just valid for 1 year. Now, this is kind of like bogus. This felt like cheating for me. For a person who spent like more than the entire, I mean, more than a lot of money for this, we ended up stating that this battery was cheated. And this was something that I didn't take very well. So when I went to another shop vendor, like a local, Vellore actually has a lot of electronic stores. When I went there, they just gave a new battery, a simple battery. Whereas the dealer, he told us that I had to buy a new laptop for this because the battery is not working. See, you're getting an idea, right? Where am I going? So when I checked for this instance in internet, I saw multitudes of other stories similar to this happening. There was a famous incident in 2003 by a YouTuber by the name of Casey Neistat. I wonder if any of you might have heard about that person. He's a very famous YouTuber. He's a travel blogger. See, he had purchased an Apple iPod in 2003. The iPod worked for 4 months, after which, same case, battery went off. He didn't know what exactly happened. So he went to the Apple dealer and he spoke of that, and they told him the same thing. The battery went off because it was not working properly. The warranty went off, and so on and so forth. It's better to buy a new battery than battery than to use the same thing. Better to buy a new iPod than to use the same itself. And he took it to his art and he posted it all across the internet. This incident actually became very, very famous when another famous electrical specialist, he went through this thing, and when he checked it, he found out that the Apple had voluntarily made the performance of the battery a bit less optimal. See, then that is when he got to know that so many of the other corporates actually end up doing the same method to decrease the performance of an object, their own product, to ensure that they get a lot more sales. And this, my friends and my ladies and gentlemen, is called planned obsolescence, where corporates actually end up, as mentioned before, uh, reducing the optimal efficiency of their product. And this process, you see, I was actually curious. It was identical, right? So when I checked the history, this has been there for almost like more than 100 years. We all know who invented a light bulb, isn't it? Thomas Alva Edison. Very famous. His first light bulb ran for approximately 14 hours. It was in 1887. After which, as we go further and further and further, the efficiency of the light bulbs increased quite significantly, to an extent that each light bulbs ran for almost 10 years. Now that, in the current modern age, that is kind of like unfathomable. I mean, there are not many bulbs that work for that long, right? Apparently, in the 1920s, all these major products and all these major light bulb manufacturing products, we've heard of some companies like Philips, General Electrics, so on and so forth. All these companies, they gathered together to form a cartel wherein they introduced this concept of decreasing the efficiency. They decrease the efficiency of these products by half to ensure that their sales rises up. And yet it's still it went on for a long time before many of the other famous other there were a lot of protesters and all these other people who identified this case, and then they highlighted this. Finally the cartel was found out and it was broken due to multitude of reasons, but due to unethical practices, it was kind of broken down. The point I'm trying to make here is that, as I mentioned, corporates over here, they still use these kind of practices, and it is imperative that we, as a citizen, know. I mean, we know what exactly to do, and know exactly what to do and how to approach this. See, I had a laptop which, when I approached a small time dealer, I ended up getting a better battery for this, and it's working at the moment. In fact, I'm using it at the moment. So there is that. So yes, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Trivedan. That was indeed an eye-opening, enlightening speech, I should say. But let me tell you a secret. Just talk with the ladies in the home. They will tell hundreds and thousands of same stories regarding the mixers, grinders, gas stoves, everything that is in the kitchen. That is the same case in every household. Thank you, but your speech was wonderful. So next, let us go on to the second excellent speech. This speech is by Toastmaster Kaushik. So Toastmaster, before calling up Toastmaster Kaushik, as I am doing the evaluator role for Toastmaster Kaushik, well, let me tell about his speech objectives. Toastmaster Kaushik is attempting the project managing time. The purpose of the project is for the member to observe his or her time management patterns. So Toastmaster Kaushik is doing level 1, project 1 under the pathway leadership development. Toastmaster Kaushik, dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. Toastmaster Kaushik.
If a room full of people think the same way, then someone isn't thinking. Very true, isn't it? The problem is, we don't have a room full of people who think the same way. We have generations who think the same way. This over here, ladies and gentlemen, is a painting. And this painting was done by my sister, who happens to be a doctor. So I had noticed during her second year of MBBS, during her holidays as well as study breaks, she used to sit down, take out a canvas, and she would start painting. So being a very good younger brother, I went to her and I told her, Kriti, you can leave all this MBBS and you can become a painter. You see, our house isn't painted for a long time. She told me, Kaushik, don't irritate. Please do go and mind your own business. So I continued for another solid 10 minutes. Years passed and she was in her final years of her MBBS. But this time, ladies and gentlemen, I saw her struggle to study. She would study day and night, no sleep whatsoever. She'll have coffee on top of coffee on top of coffee. But yet, when she had a break, she would sit down, take out a canvas, and start painting. So this time I got serious. I sat down, I was like, Kriti, see, you can leave all this kidney, brain, and liver. Don't listen to what anyone tells you or what people are going to think about you. I will buy you camera. We will set it up. All you have to do is paint. It will record your painting. We'll put it on the internet. Instagram, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube. You start gaining followers together. 1,000, 3,000, 5,000, 10,000 followers. You'll have viewership revenue, ad revenue. People will buy your painting and you'll also get commission work. See, you don't have to make money, but if you do, you'll make more money as an artist in a very short span of time. And most importantly, you will be happy. You can kill two birds with one stone in this. She told me, Kaushik, but I already spent 4 years of my life in this. It's like, so what? You have another half a century to live. She was about 25 years old at that time. She told me, don't change my mind. Let me do what I do. You go mind your own business. So I had to leave. And then a couple of years later, she was in a PG, postgraduate. She was doing her MS ENT in Karnataka. So she's there, she's cutting throats, stitching it back up, she's removing tonsils, putting them back in, she's treating cancer patients and all that. And when I said, ladies and gentlemen, no sleep whatsoever during her MBBS, that was just an exaggeration. Because here she had literally no sleep. 36-hour shifts. 36-hour shifts, ladies and gentlemen. We have 24 hours in a day. She has 36-hour shifts. So one day, I'm driving her back home from a college after her shift. From Kolar to Vellore, she's sleeping. So as soon as she reaches her house, she's all sleep deprived. She throws a bag. She goes to the restroom, has a very hot bath, and then she comes, sits down at the sofa. And guess what she does? She takes out a canvas and she starts painting. I'm like, oh my God, Kriti, I told you back then you should have done this. She started smiling. She's like, I know, but what to do? You don't disturb me now. You mind your own business. Please get me some water from the kitchen. So I went to help. But that time, ladies and gentlemen, I understood this society had gained a competent doctor, but at the cost of a passionate artist. We have this problem, is it not? There is a construct in society, but people are afraid to go ahead and seek out what they want. And if they do, they are penalized for this. Because just imagine you're a 31-year-old cricketer. You're a 31-year-old cricketer. You dreamt of cricket all your life. At 31, you are now the wicketkeeper of the Indian cricket team. You are also the captain of your own IPL team. You are rich and famous. You cannot go to a mall because if you go to a mall, you are surrounded by a crowd of fans. But yet, when you go back to your house, you're faced by your mother who's asking you, I still think you can go back to your college and finish your 30-year year. It's amusing. The story is amusing. But, ladies and gentlemen, this is a true story, the story of KL Rahul, the wicketkeeper of the Indian cricket team the captain of the Lucknow Giants, and that is his story. So you see the problem, the construct that we have, but what is the solution? The solution is to be like KL Rahul himself. Do not worry about what people think or say about you. Because what people think or say about you is nothing but a fart in the wind in the cosmos of time. It doesn't matter. So the only option we have is to choose between one, be a slave to the construct that is put by others, or live dangerously by our own terms, pursuing our own interest. So it's up to you, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to be the part of the few that challenges the many. Over to the Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kaushik. I literally went back to my younger days where my brother used to tease me and my sister. Thank you for that. And obviously, my sister is a doctor and my brother is an engineer, and I can able to see the same pattern that happened in my younger days. Thank you for that. So with that, we finished our prepared speech section. Let us jump back to our theme, instant gratification. Why we are not able to overcome instant gratification? There is a beautiful science behind it, and it is called as the dopamine loop. Scientists have found that there is a heavy correlation between the dopamine and the instant gratification. Dopamine is called the happy hormones that is produced in our brain. The main work of dopamine is to keep us happy. And if that dopamine is produced, the brain said, yeah, I'm happy. I don't want to move from here. And you know why this dopamine and instant gratification is very heavy nowadays? You won't believe the smartphone use have a great impact on this dopamine loop. Studies have found that there is a heavy correlation between the smartphone use and impulsive decision making. In turn, instant gratification. This high smartphone users tend to have a lower self-control and strong preference for immediate rewards. This constant availability of small device, we have it in our hand. And that instant gratification through smartphones hinder our ability for delayed gratification. It makes us less thoughtful, less future-oriented, less towards the future-oriented choices. This lack of impulse control can have a detrimental effects on our productivity, relationships, on overall well-being. And the psychologists have coined with a beautiful term called the role of social media and the gaming apps in this instant gratification. And let me tell you a secret. Each and every famous app you are using in your mobile, every famous game you are using in your mobile, that company have a psychologist with them. How we can tempt the people to use this more and more. How we can do it. Someone is working at the background to control our mind. So I am kind of getting worried, like whether we will be having a Terminator kind of future in future. We don't know what will happen. But anyways, let us see more about this instant gratification and delayed gratification further. Before that, let us get into our next interesting and most awaited segment, which is called as the impromptu segment, or also called as the table topic segment. And I request all the guests to participate in this. So to conduct the segment, let me call upon our table topics master, Toastmaster Jimmy. Over to you, Toastmaster Jimmy.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Mameshwari. Friends, one of the most exciting session of Toastmasters meeting is the table topic session. So the main objective is to challenge members to develop their impromptu communication skills, to effectively think on their feet by answering some unrehearsed questions. Table topics also help train members to quickly organize and express their thoughts. We would love to give this opportunity to each and every member present here. And I would really urge everyone to, make use of this lovely opportunity. Now, today, as your table topic master, I have some really very simple and interesting topics for you. And let me tell you how this table topic session will be conducted, as there are some meeting proceedings. So the total time allotted for the table topic session is 2 minutes, with a minimum qualifying time of 1 minute. You will see a green card after you have reached 1 minute of your minimum time. You will see a yellow card at 1 minute 30 seconds. And at the completion of 2 minutes, you will see a red card. As per the process or as per the guidelines of Toastmaster, we give 30 seconds for guests to think, to organize their thought, and then to share the table talk. Now, I'm all excited to begin this session with all of you. So can I have some volunteers? Anybody? So we have some hands up? Okay, Nivedita, great. Nivedita, your topic for today is thanking someone has also helped create a smile for yourself. Would you like to share some experience in this aspect? Thanking someone has also helped create a smile for yourself.
Thank you so much. So it is true that when we thank someone, we also feel happy. So there is something going on recently, like writing gratitude journal. So I am recently following this thing, and I have seen a lot of benefits. And I can say when we thank someone, we feel that we have it abundantly. So if someone is helping you and you are thanking them, we have the feeling that we have someone to help, or someone is there to help us. So that is a great feeling. It's not only for helping. In case of anything, like when we feel thankful for someone, we also feel happy. And our lives have been, means my life personally have been changed. My anger issues even have reduced in focusing on what we have. Like this writing gratitude journal is generally focusing on what we have than what we don't have. So I just believe in these things called universe, where when we focus on good things that we have, it will be coming to us abundantly than focusing on what we don't have. So I agree that it gives a pleasure to us when we feel grateful, when we are thankful. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Nivedita. That was really very nice to share. Of course, when you are helping someone, you are creating a smile for yourself because you feel contented that you have done something good. So thank you so much for that. Yes, can I have a next speaker? Anybody else who's going next? Can I request Shiv Prakash? Would you like to take the next topic?
Yes, sure, why not?
Okay. People who avoid failure also avoid success. How true is this statement? People who avoid failure also avoid success. How true is this statement?
Thank you for that topic, table topic master. You see, you must have heard of this famous saying by Thomas Alva Edison. I did not fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 new ways to find 1,000 new ways to know how this does not work. I firmly stand by this statement. You see, in each failure, we tend to learn how not to do a task. How can we improve anything? Failures are, in fact, a source of what we can. Failures are how one can actually understand how to make something better. Even I've had tremendous amount, so many failures in many of my tasks, many of my this thing, and sometimes it cripples me, breaks me down, and I've thought of giving up many things. But instead, when I've had the courage to learn from these failures and embrace it, the next time I tend to do really, really good. In fact, I think Toastmasters itself tends to follow the same process, isn't it? The evaluations, it serves as to an extent, serves the setting for this as well. We learn from our mistakes, isn't it? So our evaluators gives us the recommendations on how to improve from each and every one of this. We implement it into our speech, and we do a really, really wonderful job the next time. So I believe, yes, failure is the stepping stone of success. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Shiv Prakash. That was really very inspiring to hear that, incidences in life, we come across failures. Those incidences are something which help motivate to do better. And when we learn from our experience, we end up being successful. So thank you so much for sharing these.
Thank you.
Yes, can I have the next speaker, please?
I think Toastmaster is raising his hand.
Oh, Kaushik, great. Kaushik, the topic for you is, can you share your Satori moment, which has been a sudden enlightenment for you? A sudden enlightenment, which is a Satori moment. Is there any such Satori moment that came across in your life? A sudden enlightenment, which changed your life probably.
So 2020, we all know that year, and we hear that name is 2020, COVID time. And I was at home. It was March of 2020. I was at home, and I get a call from my grandmother. So I pick up. I was like, "Hi, ma, how are you?" and so on. And we go on talking for a long time. And then about 40 minutes into the call, we start talking about money. I was about 22 years old at that time. And then she said, "Your family has about 1 crore in debt. 1 crore."
So I was like, okay, how do we gain this 1 crore of loan? He said, something happened, something happened, something happened. I got this. So I got the call. I was like, okay, we have 1 crore that is in debt. How do we, can we sustain this? Turns out it wouldn't. We didn't have enough cash flow to cover the loan. I was like, okay, what do we do? So I started looking at what I had at the time, my education. Okay, I had spent this much amount of time. Okay, from this, I will, go get a job. And from there, how much can I make? In how many years can I make? And if I do this, how much can I make? And it turns out it took a long time for me that I would make back that 1 crore rupee. So that one moment was a Satori moment. I realized maybe this is not for me. I have a couple of things that I have to get rid of. One, debt, make more amount of money. So I'm not going to pursue this. I will not do something like this. I would rather get into something that will give me better returns to cover my debt. That was my Satori moment. Over to the table topic master.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Kaushik, for sharing this. And in fact, I think COVID times was something that everybody were enlightened with their Satori moment. So many of them, in fact, most of them. Thank you so much. Okay, can I?
Yeah.
We have. Yes.
Yeah, I attend next topic.
Sure. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. Okay. So, the next question for you is, the topic for you is, connecting with people and networking has helped you. If yes, how? Connecting with people and networking has helped you. If yes, how?
Thank you, Toastmaster Jamie Romani. Yes, of course. Connecting with people and networking definitely helped me a lot. A few years before, I don't have that much knowledge whether that networking and communicating with people will somewhat improve my personal professional life. But recently, every speech, during every leadership speech, I'm getting that point. Moreover, I am realizing that in my day-to-day life also. So somewhat, even though I don't get an opportunity to speak with my colleagues, they are understanding my characters. From that, they tried to speak with me, and somewhat I got a connection. Those networking skill helped me to move on to the next level of my professional life. Definitely, we can learn lot of things if we are speaking with someone. Everyone have something from them itself. We can learn new things. This is what I learned from my close friend. During my college days, I never spent time to speak with my friends and I used to only focused on studies. That time, she used to advise me like, you should spend your time with your friends also, Raji. If you spend, definitely you can learn something new characters or you will learn something new. Everyone will have something different things. So you should approach them in the aspect like we can learn something from others. So if we improve our networking skill, definitely at any one point, it will help us to, it will give you a hand to improve yourself or it will lift you up. Likewise, I got some comment. It's definitely helped me a lot. Definitely, it will help to all. Thank you, Toastmaster Jamie Romani. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Rajeshwari. This was really very inspiring to hear. Of course, I also truly believe that when you connect with people, when you network with people, you get to learn a lot of things from that person, and we can try to use it in our daily lives as well. So thank you so much for that. Yes, we have another interesting topic. Anybody else would like to go for it?
Ma'am, I will try.
Sorry, I didn't get this. Okay, Priya. Yeah, hi, Priya.
Hi.
Great. Thank you. So it's very simple. You know what is the idiom of the day today? So killing two birds with one stone.
Yes.
Is there any incident in your life where you have killed two birds with one stone? So any such moment that you would like to share?
Yeah, thank you, Toastmaster Jamie Romi. Good morning, everyone. Actually, every day I'm facing this killing two birds with one stone. Even in the chat itself, Rajeshwari has given cooking and working at the same time used to be killing two birds with one stone. So the same situation happening to me in each and every day. I have two kids, so I should commend them, and I should do all the household works and office works at the very same time. So it's a quite challenging environment for me. So that's a main situation I'm facing every day. So that's a view I can tell you about on this speech. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Supriya. So this is something where I believe every woman is facing. And they always try to kill two birds with one stone to make their lives more easier and to meet all ends. So thank you so much. Yes. Timer, do we have time to take a couple of more topics?
We can wind the topic.
Okay, great. So thank you so much, everyone, for your lovely participation. And back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Ramana.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jimmy. And I really appreciate the way you incorporated the word of the day and idiom of the day in the table topics title. So at least people will remember it and use it. That was one smart trick you used in your sleep. That's great. So coming back to our theme, so how we can overcome this instant gratification? One suggestion is go for this mindfulness, and we call it as digital detox. Just try to avoid this digital products for a couple of minutes. At least start with some 10 minutes for a day, and slowly you can increase the amount of time you're not using your electronic gadgets. And practice mindfulness is one thing which will help you to embrace delayed gratification. And whenever you want to do something very important, or whenever you want to do something most crucial, implement a tiny delay in that. There is nothing that you have to buy it or you have to get it immediately, instantly. Even was like smaller things. You might have an urge to have a cup of coffee. Why I'm saying cup of coffee is I am a very ardent coffee lover. I love to have coffee every time. And I kind of started implementing the small delay. If I want to have a cup of coffee, I just wait for at least for 2 to 3 minutes to make the coffee, and that implementing small delay when you want to have something might help us to embrace delayed gratification. Engage in physical movements. When you start working out physically, your physical exercises internally will give you the dopamine, and that will help you to avoid that instant gratification dopamine loop. And surprisingly, this was the most important and surprising step where definitely you will embrace digital gratification is have a hobby. I'm telling you hobby, not a time pass. There is a great difference between a hobby and a time pass. Trying to do something of physical hobby or something of that sort. Even doing some Sudoku is also a hobby. Just scrolling out reels and shorts is not a hobby. So try to have a hobby that will help you to embrace digital gratification. These are some more smaller steps which will be useful for us to avoid instant gratification. So we'll see some more points on this later. So before that, let me call upon the general evaluator to conduct the evaluation section for the day. Over to Toastmaster Jerish.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mama Keshwari. So moving on to the evaluation segment, first we will go for the evaluation of the two prepared speakers. At first, we had prepared speaker 1, Toastmaster Trivendran. So it is myself who will be evaluating Toastmaster Trivendran's speech. So here comes my evaluation report for Toastmaster Trivendran. Kudos to my target speaker, Toastmaster Trivendran, for effectively presenting his speech. The truth about the corporation, the strategies to target the sales and service of the single store was clearly highlighted in your speech. The way you narrated, you started with your own experience with your HP laptop and then went to provide the story of a YouTuber was really good. I really love the transition. When you're providing some real evidence, the real stories that attract the audience in an easier way. Also, everyone here could easily relate to the story that you have brought today. Kudos to that. That is what I really say, which is needed with the audience engagement. By effectively engaging the audience, you have very good, you have met the expectation by effectively engaging the audience on just meeting your project guidelines today. Congratulations to that. I also have few suggestions when it comes to audience engagement. At first, is the eye contact. Looking at the audience, when it comes to an online meeting, our audience is our camera. So deliver on looking into the camera. I could see your eyes, they're moving in and out, which leaves the audience unattended for a while. So I recommend you to look into the camera while delivering your speech. So that is one thing. Next comes the vocal variety. Throughout the speech, your voice remained monotonous. See, when you are narrating a story, you have to add emotions, increase and decrease your tones accordingly to grab and to glue the audience within your speech. So that is my second recommendation. Third, you had a very good body language. You were using your hands, nodding your heads. Yes, that is one way on effectively, communicating. You had a very good verbal communication, but in few times I could not follow it as you were sitting very close to the camera. So it is just a small recommendation to step a little. You can step a little back and make sure your body is completely visible. Overall, it was a wonderful speech, informative, and could be easily relatable by everyone. Few suggestions like engaging the audience with an effective high contact and having a good vocal variety could improve your speech to the next level. Congratulations. And with this, we will move on to the next evaluation. To provide the evaluation for Toastmaster Kaushik, we have Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari. Over to you, Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jirish. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and guests. So this is my speech evaluation for Toastmaster Kaushik. Toastmaster Kaushik, before getting into the actual speech, I just want to commend you for two things. One, your interesting title that you have given. You have beautifully connected the title with your story. The second, the way you send the message via WhatsApp, giving your speech details. You have given the purpose in the message itself. I've seen people struggling at that time when they want to give the speech objective. Open the WhatsApp, open the PDF, download the PDF. Please wait. And I've seen a lot of people doing that. But you have reduced that thing and you have think prior. See, this is what might happen. I don't want those delays in my speech. And you have took that initiative and that beautifully connects with your pathway leadership development. You are a true leader following your pathway. Congrats for that. So I love those two things before getting into your speech. Now into your speech. The way you narrated the story about you and your sister, how you are working, being the mischievous brother and all those, like thing, we were able to connect a casual day-to-day conversation happening in a family. We were able to personally connect with that story. That is the success of your speech, I should say. If the audience are getting connected personally to the story, your speech is selling and your speech sold today. Congratulations for that. And the way I loved the way you gave the pauses, the emphasis, and I should definitely point out the word choices you had. Like half a century rather than saying 50 years or something like half a century and all. Like she was cutting thoughts and stitching it back, taking the tonsils out, putting it back. That was sprinkling humor with word choices. Definitely allowed your speech. It was a beautiful speech. And I should say, you are a good storyteller. We were able to visualize the entire story when you narrated it. You had that great quality and don't lose it. You are a great storyteller. Use it to the max in your speeches. But coming back to the recommendations, obviously, as Joey Logano said, there is improvement. There is always a place of improvement for everything. And I kind of have smaller suggestions, not exactly like recommendations, some small suggestions for you to improve your speech. When you're giving your speech, please don't blur your background. And when you are showing your sister's painting, we didn't see the painting actually. It was completely blurred because you blurred your background. So when you're giving the speech, please avoid that feature. The second, when you're giving some conversations, I won't say like stand up and give a speech, nothing of that sort. But when you give your conversation, like you're talking to your sister, you can turn your body like this. We were able to understand like two people are talking with each other. So that will give a conversation kind of time. So we will enjoy that thing. The third is that to do that conversation part might be because you're having your camera in portrait mode. Might be that is hindering you. If you turn your camera to landscape mode, you might have some space on the side and you can utilize that thing on the side to have that conversation. And finally, they give you to have this humorous hint for the speakers. They say, tie the cow to the coconut tree. There is no time to explain that, but let me tell you why I'm saying this. I kind of felt there was a little bit gap between the objective of the speech and your speech. I was not able to have a clear-cut connection on that. Might be if I have given one line or two, how you are connecting this with the objective of the speech, it will be easily understandable for us. So my suggestion is, please don't blur your background. Move your body side when you're trying to give some conversational kind of speech. And finally, tie the coconut tree. That is all my observations on the speech today. And with this observation, your speech will go places and my best wishes to you. And as you already hinted about the ISC contest, my best wishes to you for that as well. And with that, let me give the control back to the general evaluator. Over to Toastmaster Jirish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Uma, for the detailed report. Next, we will hear it from our tag team. First, let me call upon the timer, Toastmaster Rajabalaji, to provide the timer.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Girish. Here's my timer report. Prepared speaker Toastmaster Trivedan used 6 minutes 20 seconds. Toastmaster Kaushik used 6 minutes 24 seconds. Coming to table topics, Toastmaster guest Nivetha used 1 minute 33 seconds. Guest Toastmaster Trivedan used 1 minute 25 seconds. Kaushik used 1 minute 52 seconds. Toastmaster Rajeshwari used 1 minute 49 seconds. Guest Priya took 52 seconds. Coming to evaluation, Girish took 2 minutes 45 seconds and Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari took 3 minutes 58 seconds. Over to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajabalaji, for the timer report. Next, we will move on to the R counter. To read out the R counter report, I'll call upon the distinguished Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. Am I audible?
Yes, you are, Satish.
Good. So, Toastmaster Satish Menon as the presiding officer had 2 plus R's. Toastmaster Girish had 3 plus R's, 3 plus ums, 1 and like 3 times. Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari had 3 plus likes, 3 plus right, and so 3 plus times. Toastmaster Trivendran had so 3 plus times, see 3 plus times, like 2 times, 3 plus times, 3 plus times, and 3 plus times. Toastmaster Kaushik had so 3 plus times. Toastmaster Nivedha had so 3 plus times, like 1 times, and 1. Toastmaster Trivendran in table topics had C 2 plus times, R 2 plus times, UC 2 plus times, and this thing 1 plus time. Toastmaster Kaushik in table topics had OK 2 plus times. Toastmaster Rajeshwari had. That's my R counter report.
Thank you, the distinguished Toastmaster Satish Menon, for your detailed R counter report. Next, we will hear it from the grammarian, Toastmaster Rajeshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. In today's meeting, I noted down a few of the highlights. During Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari's speech, I noted down a few of the highlights: dopamine loop, happy hormone, impulsive decision making, detrimental efforts, mindfulness, digital detox. And during report speech, I noted down a few of the highlights: less optimal, planned obsolescence, significantly, pathomal, gathered to form a cartel, unethical practices, gained competent talker. And during table topic session, few of the highlights were noted down: think of their feet, failure motivated to better, helping someone, I didn't fail 1,000 times, make something better, learn from mistakes, failure is stepping stone of success, challenging environment. During evaluation, there is a place for improvement. And in today's meeting, word of the day and idiom of the day was effectively used. So please apologize me if I missed to note down a few of them. Particularly, I noted down during Toastmaster Uma Maheshwari used word of the day once during her speech, and Toastmaster Jemi Romani used word of the day and idiom of the day. Toastmaster Priya, she also used idiom of the day. And few of the recommendation, I get a call from my grandmother. So it would be good since he is telling the post event, he would have given like, I got a call from my grandmother. And one more thing is, we start talking about money. Instead of that, it would be good to use the past tense. So he would have mentioned that like, we started talking about money. these two are few grammatical mistake. So other than that, we had a very we used a language very properly in today's meeting. With that, I hand over the session back to General Evaluator Toastmaster Girish.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajeshwari, for the detailed grammarian report. Here comes my general evaluation. See, today the meeting started at 9:30 a.m. One thing I really love with Thoughtware is we start the meeting at right time and end the meeting at right time. It's not just to urge and to complete the meeting within the time. It is to respect the people who have joined the meeting at the right time, to value them, a gratification that we express to the people who have joined the meeting at the right time. So that I really love with this club. Though there was a glitch, the other members of the club immediately stepped in and carried it perfectly. Kudos to the club members. That is what we work as a team. So that was really highlighted in today's meeting. And today the Toastmaster of the day came up with a wonderful theme which everyone could relate to and also had good takeaways that everyone could easily practice going forward. Thank you so much, the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mama Hepari. The next segment was the table topic segment. Toastmaster Jenny, she came up with wonderful set of topics, and also she made up the topics right away by using the word of the day and the idiom of the day being provided by the grammarian. So that was really good. Kudos to the table topic master. Also have few suggestions. I could see today, like in the beginning, there was a detailed explanation about what is table topics and what is the time limit and what are the time sequences. So which the time sequences and all already been explained by the timer earlier. So we do not want to repeat it and take a lot of time. So I saw like a few minutes got wasted over there. So which could be avoided. Because in that time we can make some more people could effectively participate in taking up the topics. So that is my key point. And also I found few topics, especially, when providing the topics to Kaushik on explaining the topic and all, you took little time explaining, like saying like Satori, enlightenment and all, which it is not required. It is recommended to recommended to read out the topic twice. That's it. Because when you read out the topic, it is the responsibility on the other hand, the audience has to listen it carefully. Thereby their listening skill is being improved. Rather than if you're going to explain the topic, it makes them very easier. It's not just making it very easier, but it becomes a showstopper to their listening skill. So that also could be avoided. Overall, I would say like, yeah, I really enjoyed all the table topics being provided by the table topic master. Then the evaluation segment went really fine. Also, the tag role players were crisp. They were providing a very beautiful report, which really supported me in taking up this evaluation segment in a very easier way. So this is all my the general evaluation report. With this, I hand over the control back to the Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster Mama Hepari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish, for your wonderful evaluation by you and your team. So we learned a lot about instant gratification. Aren't we missing something? The test, the marshmallow test we spoke about at the start, right? So they followed the children who did those instant gratification and delayed gratification. They followed the children's lifestyle for 20 years. And after 20 years, they gave the report. You see the people who took up the candy immediately, the instant gratification, they were having likelihood of starting from obesity, stress, social skills, career, everything. They had a struggle to achieve those things. Whereas the kids had the delayed gratification, they had a better social skills, better responses to stress. They were good in their career and they were successful in life. So if you want to succeed in something at some point, we need to discipline ourselves to take action, not to become distracted, not to get something immediately. Because success in every field requires you to ignore doing something easier. That is the instant gratification. You have to do something little bit tougher where you can achieve the success, which is called the delayed gratification. So the key takeaway over here is, if you don't feel like you are good at delayed gratification, you can train yourself now by simply making small improvements and overcome our obstacles and become successful and reach our goals in near future. And my best wishes to every one of you over here on. With that, let me conclude the session and hand over the session back to our presiding officer, distinguished Toastmaster Satish. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, Uba. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. In case I get dropped out in between, Girish, you can please take over. So thank you everyone for being part of meeting number 370 of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. We had a fair number of guests and members in the meeting today. So if I can get some feedback from our guests who are part of this meeting today on your impressions about the entire meeting. Would say Priya, Kaushik, Trivedan, if you can share your feedback. Niveda.
Hi everyone. Today I enjoyed the meeting very well. Right from minutes of meeting till the evaluator session, it was very well organized and in a precise manner. I never see minutes of meeting in other Toastmasters Club when I visited. So this is the first time I'm hearing. It was very good to recall the past. Even Toastmaster Uma and Toastmaster Jirish had play a dual role, killing the two birds with the one action. It was very good. They played a role very promptly and in a very precise manner. So looking forward to attend more meetings in the future. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Priya.
Thank you.
How did you get the link for our meeting?
Actually, I was surfing the Toastmasters website. I was looking for the convenient time that is happening in the like in the morning on Saturdays. So I thought this Thoughtware Toastmasters Club will meet on Saturdays morning between 9:30 to 11, I guess. So this is a suitable time for me. So I choose this Toastmasters Club, the Thoughtware Toastmasters Club from the Instagram link, I guess. I'm not sure where I got it. From the Instagram link, I got this meeting invite and I spoke with Raja Balaji, Toastmaster Raja Balaji. Then I attended the meeting today.
Sure. So Raja Balaji has your number in case
Yes,
we need to add. Yeah. In case we need to add you to our guest group so that you get periodic updates of our meetings.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Or you can drop your number in the chat. We'll pick it up from there and we'll add you to the guest group.
Yeah. Already added to the guest group. Raja Balaji,
Okay.
conversation.
Perfect.
Yeah. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. Trivedan, Kaushik, your feedback?
Yes, I would like to go. So first of all, I've said this before, this is a very professional club, right from minutes of the meeting, like guest Priya mentioned. And this is the second time I'm coming here. And Toastmaster Uma as well commended me for sending a message, compiling all the contents needed for the speech. That was actually taken from one of your members, Toastmaster Raja Balaji, in my previous meeting. So he shared, I just started using the format now. So we're a very professional club. I take a lot of things away from this club. So thanks for having me here. And I've given 2 speeches. I think I have to give back. Maybe I could play some evaluator role or something like that in the upcoming meetings. So thank you guys for hosting me and love the professionalism. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaushik. Thanks for attending our club meetings, and we definitely will want to see you again back at our club meetings. Thank you. Toastmaster Trivedan, your feedback?
Yes, sir. Thank you. As Toastmaster Kaushik mentioned, it was very, very professional. Everything was to the time and perfect. This is, as I mentioned before, my first time in a Toastmaster club outside my own, and it was really, really good. The Toastmaster of the day, the topic, everything was perfect. I absolutely enjoyed this session. Thank you for having me here. The same.
Thank
I
you. And
really look forward to it. Sir.
sure, do keep coming back to our meetings, and we definitely would want to see you in our future meetings. Toastmaster Niveda.
Yes, thank you so much. So, as I told in my last class, I'm experiencing this for the first time, and I feel it is very good and wonderful. Like the best part is the evaluation, like personal evaluator and overall evaluator. So I really like this part, and the recordings, like YouTube link you send, that is very useful. So I really appreciate for the professionalism, and thank you for having me here.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niveda. Girish, the results are collated. We can announce.
Yes, Satish, just give me. So here comes the result. Best speaker goes to Toastmaster Kaushik. Congratulations to Toastmaster Kaushik for using as a best speaker today. Best table topic speaker. We have Toastmaster Niveda. Congratulations to Toastmaster Niveda for raising as the best table topic speaker. Moving for the best role player, we have Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ma Maheshwari. Congratulations to Toastmaster of the Day, Toastmaster Ma. And the best evaluator again goes to Toastmaster Ma Maheshwari. Congratulations. And the best auxiliary role player goes to grammarian Toastmaster Rajeshwari. Congratulations to Toastmaster Rajeshwari.
Thank you, Toastmaster Girish. Congratulations to all the winners, and congratulations and thank you to all the members and guests who participated in today's meeting. Though we had close to only 11 members, but it was a very compact meeting. We could kind of do all the things that a normal Toastmaster meeting prescribes, and it was a very effective meeting in my opinion. So before we conclude, can we have a group photograph? I request everyone to please switch on their cameras for 1 minute and
Raja Balaji and Rajesh, Rajeshwari, can you switch on your camera?
In this device, I don't have that feature, Uma.
Okay, yeah, sure. So on the count of 3, 2, 1, right? So 3, 2, 1, smile. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
thank you. Meeting number 370 of Thoughtware Toastmasters Club. See you all again next Saturday, same time, same place for another exciting meeting of speeches, table topics, and evaluations. Thank you. Have a great weekend and a great week coming up.
Happy weekend.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Happy weekend.
Happy weekend.
Thanks all.